Hey, my name is Lucas.
And my name is Jacob.
The Bro Show Podcast. New York mother effing city. The Bro Show takes the Big Apple. Welcome to the New York episode. It's about to get crazy in a New York minute.
Just to tell you something that happened this trip, we almost died. We'll get into that later.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Right now, of course.
What?
Not right now, of course.
Oh, yeah. In about 2 hours, we'll get into the almost died story.
Lucas
Just kidding. Unfortunately, that hasn't, not unfortunately, but we haven't had any life-threatening.
There actually was one time you almost died.
Really?
You choked yesterday.
Oh, my God. I did choke, guys.
Now, keep in mind, obviously, by almost died, I'm being like a YouTube story time person.
Oh, yeah. No, that does scare me, though, because I heard about a hot dog eating contest where somebody died and like from choking, which shocked me because I thought if you're at like a contest or like a public setting and you choked, I thought you'd be just fine. I thought somebody would do the Heimlich, but I have that you'd only choke if you were alone. But the fact that someone choked in there around that many people is so scary because like it actually is serious.
Yeah, I had this assumption, or maybe I heard it, that choking lasted like 15 minutes. So you had like 15 minutes to save someone, but that can't be the case.
Also, I just had an assumption that the Heimlich maneuver just always worked. You know what I mean?
It must not. Oh, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, but I literally had the Heimlich maneuver done on me yesterday. But I don't
Wait.
think I needed it, but...
Oh, yeah, you did.
So basically, I'm sure a lot of people have this. I Googled it. Apparently, it affects 20% of people. Everyone has certain foods it happens for. For me, it's chicken. So if I eat like chicken and I eat it too fast, I choke. And it's called gasphagia. Either that or gasphagia, but
And
that
it
sounds
like
offensive.
The F slow.
But gasphagia, I guess that makes it sound a little bit less offensive.
Um,
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but yeah, it's a condition I have. But if you're watching the video, New York City's behind us.
we do look dark, but at least you can see a view. I mean, let's be honest. Like, if you want to see what we look like, you can just go to Instagram.com/LucasCookshank/JacobCook. So, you know,
Yeah,
I'm assuming you guys don't really care.
You get to see some buildings behind us. Wait, the Empire State Building's literally behind us, but I don't think you can see it. And,
how about every 10 minutes we switch a position?
Oh, yeah, and show different views.
Switching up positions for you.
But we didn't even know that there was a view of the Empire State Building until like half a day of being in here. Because I remember seeing that building and I was like, oh, cool. But then I was like,
You're really going to embarrass us like that.
But then I like, as a joke, was like, that's the Empire State Building. Then I was like, wait, that actually is the Empire State Building. Like, we have a view of the Empire State Building. We have a great room.
That is so funny because I didn't, like, I know what the Empire State Building is, but I was like, oh yeah, where is it? And then it's right over there.
Also, like, I feel like I am just bad at landmarks in general because also I was telling you and Matthew for the longest time, like, this is the Empire State Building, but I guess it's the Chrysler Building. But I just knew it was like some sort of iconic building. I was like, that's the Empire State Building. I pointed it out multiple times and then found out it wasn't the Empire State Building.
This is further proof that if you say something confidently, I just believed it. I mean,
Oh,
you weren't
yeah.
lying, but like you just said it so confidently, so I was like, yeah, that's the Empire State Building.
I also have gotten in a fight with someone on the street in New York because they were just listening to me talk, I guess, and I was talking about Nebraska, and they said, "Wait, you're from Nebraska?" And I said, "Yeah," and they said, "What's better, New York or Nebraska?" And then I was like, "Nebraska," like just trying to cause a fight, and then we got into a physical fight.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no,
I think someone might be at the door.
Oh,
We're gonna see if they knock again.
yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, but yeah, that did happen.
I'm also drinking Dunkin' Donuts because we're on the East Coast. And I've been wearing turtlenecks for the past 3 days. Which I don't know if that's an East Coast thing, but I'm going to say it is.
I love turtlenecks. I only have one, but I want to get more turtlenecks. I want
They're a
to...
vibe.
Have I talked about this before? I feel like I have. I feel like a lot of people do this nowadays. So we've like gone into some clothing stores, but I have no plans of buying anything. My only goal of going into a clothing store is to find stuff that I might buy on the online store. I'm just not going to buy it in real life.
Oh my God, you're a typical Gen Z.
Who else? Do you do that sometimes?
I'm kidding. I do the same. I do kind of do that where I don't necessarily go there just to buy it online, but like I just never feel like buying anything in real life.
I feel like my reasoning for buying online more than real life is because, I mean, I don't really have no, because then you can look at everything the store has. Whereas when you go to an in-store, they only have like 60% of what's online. I have no idea. Let's just say that's the fact.
Yeah, for some reason, I just never feel like buying anything online. I mean, never feel like buying any clothes in real life.
It's just so difficult.
I just don't really like. I'm not intimate to real things.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god, someone's on the balcony behind us.
Waving at them.
Oh, they can't see me. But yeah, so we've been in New York.
We got here on Monday and now it's Thursday. So 3 days.
Yes, we've just been living the New York life.
We went to a Broadway show last night.
Yeah, we saw Waitress. It was actually so good.
Oh, let's talk about this story first, though. What we thought it was.
Oh yeah, so I'm the one who I didn't only lie about the Chrysler Building being the Empire State Building. I also lied about the whole plot of Waitress to get Matthew and Jacob to want to go. Basically, the way I described Waitress was it's basically like Mamma Mia. You know how Mamma Mia is all the ABBA songs?
Yeah.
I said, well, Sarah Bareilles has a play where it's all for hit songs and they make it into a play, which I was confused by because I feel like ABBA has more songs that would be, but I was like, Sarah Bareilles, like, obviously she has multiple albums, like, they'll just fit them all into a play and this will be great. But, so the whole entire beginning of the play, I was just waiting for, like, Love Song or Brave or some other Sarah Bareilles song to come on. It never happened. It never occurred. And it turns out she wrote the music. It's not based on her pop music. She just she wrote new songs for this play.
Yeah, and it was a really good play, but I was like thinking, like, when is Love Song gonna play?
There was one time in the beginning where it sounded like a Sarah Bareilles song. They started doing like this piano or something like that. That sounded like a classic Sarah Bareilles song. So I was like, oh my god, they're about to go into Brave. But she has other songs besides Brave and Love Song.
Well, she has like a bunch of songs, but like, those are her two biggest, right?
Yeah, I've been to a Sarah Bareilles concert.
You have?
Yeah, I saw her at the Greek in LA.
Was it good?
Like, actually, it was so good. Like maybe like 5 years ago or 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. But the person that was playing the main character was the girl from Sugarland.
Oh,
what's her
name? Jennifer Nettles or Jessica Nettles.
Yeah, and some of their songs. Me and you, baby, I stuck like glue. And then what's the other one that you sing?
All your life.
Yeah, we all know those songs. We all know them.
I have to make sure that's actually by Sugarland.
We all know the songs. They also have a song with Taylor Swift, I think.
Oh yeah, so the literal singer from Sugarland was the thing. Oh, they have a song called Babe with Taylor Swift. I don't think they sing the All Your Life song. I think that might be the band Perry. But maybe. Yeah, but Stuck Like Glue is like the one everyone, you, me, baby, I stuck like glue.
What?
But she was so good. Like, she was such a good singer.
I know.
Obviously she's a professional singer, but I didn't know it would like be that good,
And then also like everyone else in the cast, it just is crazy that just randomly like in the middle of a song they just like hit this like crazy ass note and like
and like just live.
It sounds good, but being in their position, it sounds painful. Did you get the feeling of when they went that high? It felt like it was like tearing their vocal cords. Like like when you listen to some songs, like it sounds painful what they're singing.
But like in a good way?
Yeah, I like how it sounds, but like so when I don't have an exact example, but it sounds like painful. Like it sounds like it's like ripping their vocal cords. But isn't that a thing for singers? You have to like rest and shit.
I don't know.
I'm not saying it sounded bad. I'm saying it sounded.
It just sounded like they were hitting these crazy notes,
and it was like painful, probably.
Yeah, I don't know because then that'd be. I feel like they would have to have proper technique because they're Broadway stars.
Because if I tried to sing like that, I just know like it would actually like scratch and hurt.
Had to get like vocal surgery after one performance.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was so good. The play was so good. I could have cried, but I didn't. There was one moment where I was like, wait, should I force myself to cry? But then I didn't.
Oh yeah, it was an emotional.
Should we spoil the whole plot?
No, right? But it was like an emotional one.
Yeah, lighthearted but also emotional. And there was a lot of pie featured. And the cool thing is they made the theater smell like pie. So like they committed.
Yeah, and what I do have one spoiler. There wasn't any pie thrown in anyone's faces. Anyone's face.
Also, only one cast member had to eat pie. Because when we saw the side of the stage was stacked with pies, and I was thinking like, wait, like that would be so funny to be in a play like this because every night you eat so much pie. Like I pictured like they'd have to just be eating so much, but there wasn't that much eating. Besides one character did eat.
Oh, the doctor.
Oh yeah.
And there's also a movie based on it that I guess happened before the Broadway play, and I want to watch the movie now.
Oh yeah, same. But yeah, we might go to an off-Broadway show tonight. We don't know. I looked up the weirdest shows in NYC because I wanted to see something just like freaky, and one of them was naked people singing.
But it's not open.
Unfortunately, it's temporarily closed. I don't know when it's gonna come back, but from reading the reviews, it's literally just naked people singing. They're really good singers. They're like these Broadway NYC people, and they're just butt-ass naked and they sing. And it sounded like a fun experience.
No, when Lucas told me about this, it made me think of like experiences I've had when I've watched shows and stuff. Like not scripted shows, reality shows, where like people are like so uncomfortable about certain things. So I wonder like what type of person I would be, because like certain people would go to that show and actually be like, I have to leave 5 minutes in.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of feel like I might just be like, I'm just like, I wouldn't be like that uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, like I would just like enjoy it, not like just like this is like funny.
Oh yeah.
Not like in a sexual way. 'Cause that isn't what it's supposed
But
to
that'd
be.
be so funny if plays and stuff like weren't selling enough tickets, so they had to do just like Waitress the naked version. We're like, it's not even sexual or anything, but it was just like everyone's butt ass naked, or
That'd
like
be
just
so funny.
the Book of Mormon nude. But it's like but it's just the exact same plot.
Well, I was at Barnes and Noble. We were at Barnes and Noble yesterday, and I saw this book that said Hocus Pocus Cookbook. You know Hocus Pocus, the Halloween movie.
Yeah.
But then at the bottom it says not authorized by Walt Disney, and then it said like the creators of Hocus Pocus isn't authorized it either. But there was another thing. Oh, someone from Mean Girls released the Born book, but it wasn't authorized by anyone.
Oh, the Burn cookbook.
So what I want to know. So I'm assuming that Hocus Pocus cookbook was I remember looking who made it, and it was someone that was in the movie.
Oh,
so
maybe that's how it's allowed.
So I've never been in the movie Home Alone, but if I wanted to make a book called Home Alone Cookbook, and it's not obviously they're not going to authorize it. Like, is that legal, or like do they just, or like since like they were in the movie, they're like good terms with everyone?
I don't know, because if it's just legal for anybody to use any sort of movie franchise and make a book, wouldn't everyone just be like the Harry Potter cookbook?
Yeah,
unauthorized.
Why not? Because if you can do it unauthorized, let's just do it out.
Yeah, I feel like there is something where like since they were in the movie, like the movie studio's like, are we really gonna sue them? You know?
And then I was also thinking like you could go a step further and say like Jim Carrey's memoir. And actually label as Jim Carrey's memoir, but then at the very bottom say like, oh, this is just a fake story, by the way, that I just think this is
fan fiction.
Like, but like, yeah, like, but like, I want to like have that. I'm not gonna do this, but the audience would be like everyone. So I feel like only young people know fan fiction. So I just want it to be Jim Carrey's memoir, but then just at the bottom say this is all fake, and just say this is what I just assumed his life was
just
like.
Made up facts.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun reading a fake story about someone that's real.
I wonder.
So is that possible? Anyone
I feel
know?
like that's not legal because I think that actually happened with Lana Del Rey and James Franco. I remember reading this thing where like he wanted to write a book about her and she was like, okay, I guess.
I remember
but
this.
then like she ended up reading the book and she was like, yeah, you can't release this. Like, what is this? Like he made her sound like I guess he just made up all this stuff about her, and like it was this weird thing where like it seemed like just a really weird situation where she was just like kind of weirded out at the end of it. Where
Wasn't
she
she mad because like he called her a witch or something?
Yeah, I think
Something along those lines.
I just feel like at first she was like down, like, oh yeah, just write whatever, like make me sound like a freak. But then she actually read it and she's like, yeah, you can't release this.
It'd be so funny if someone said, yeah, like I want to write a book about you, and then I read it and it said like, so he grew up socially awkward. He always was anxious around people.
And it just pointed out like it like took anything kind of negative and like amplified it to 1,000 and made it seem like that was your whole life.
That'd be so funny.
But let's see what I have some NYC topics I wanted to bring up. Oh, first of all, this isn't even an NYC topic, but is there a?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, doesn't New York City seem like a non-BBL city? Like if you would say LA is the BBL city, I feel like New York City doesn't have that vibe. Like everyone just seems like, oh yeah, we aren't really into BBLs.
Oh yeah, so I don't know if I'm just going off stereotypes, but like I get the vibe in New York where okay, this is what you can be whoever anywhere, but what I mean is I get the vibe of like not everyone's trying to be like so pretty and hot.
Oh yeah, it's more
It's
like
kind of just
chic.
like, oh, if I'm greasy, that's fine.
Yeah, greasy in a chic way.
That's what I'm getting, but I've only been here for 3 days.
The holidays are coming up, honey. It's the most beautiful time of the year. It's such a wonderful time, isn't it? But if you're running an online store, you know the holidays can be the craziest time of the year. You've got inventory to manage, orders to fill, and a growing list of stressed out customers checking in twice a day wondering whether those last minute gifts will arrive in time. But with ShipStation, the hassle of shipping out holiday orders melts away just like a snowflake, leaving you with happier customers and more freedom to run your business or enjoy some much needed time off.
With ShipStation, it's totally awesome if you have an online business because you get cheaper rates, so you save a bunch of money and you save a bunch of time, so you can put more time into your passion of creating the products. I think it's awesome because at the end of the day, you have a better business because of ShipStation.
Yeah, ShipStation works with all the major carriers, international and local, including FedEx, USPS, and UPS. And like Jacob said, you get access to discounted rates that are usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies.
If you sell anything online, I don't need to tell you that shipping can be super frustrating. There are so many carriers and a ton of factors that go into figuring out the best rate for each order. And with more people shopping online every year, the added holiday stress doesn't help. ShipStation makes shipping the easy part of running your online store, so you can get back to doing what you're passionate about, growing your business. Easily input orders from every sales channel, whether that's Amazon, eBay, Etsy, or your own website, and automate just about any shipping task, all from just one easy-to-use dashboard.
No wonder 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using it for as long as they're in business. It's that good. Make this holiday season a little brighter with ShipStation. Use the offer code LucasJacob to get a 60-day free trial. Just enough time to handle the holiday rush. Go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top, and enter code LucasJacob. Make ship happen. Also, everyone does say New York is like the fashion capital of the U.S. or the world or whatever. And I have to say, I've seen multiple people wear skinny jeans. So TikTok is wrong. New Yorkers wear skinny jeans. So yeah,
It's all a lie.
but on the topic,
I do like how you can walk a lot here.
Oh, that is cool. Very walkable.
Because I don't feel like a lot of people walk in LA, like walk to like somewhere that's like 30 minutes away, but it looks like people are doing that here.
We haven't even gone on the subway yet. You're just straight up and walking everywhere.
I know, I kind of want to go on the subway though.
Oh, that would be a vibe.
The subway?
But one topic I wanted to bring up is there what one word do you have, or do you even have any, where it just like is a gross word to you? Like for me, for example, it's dudette. I just hate the word dudette.
Oh, I actually do have one word.
Like I just hate people say dudes and dudettes. But then again, like one of my, actually take that back. AJ, the YouTuber who reviews music, I love when she says it. She says, "Hey, dudes and dudettes of the interwebs" or whatever. But when I hear it, when she's the one person I'm giving grace to say it. But everyone else who says, if I hear someone just say like, "Come on, dudettes" or whatever, it's like I hate it.
Okay, so when did you realize this?
It's just always been a thing. But I finally realized it like a couple days ago. But it's always been a thing in my mind where that word, I just don't like it.
Oh, I get what you mean, because I feel like people always say moist and creamy, but for me personally, and I know people actually feel gross about those words, but
Yeah.
those words don't actually make me feel ugh. But do you know my word? And I'm not joking. Okay, it's funny that you mentioned this because I just realized this 3 weeks ago,
What?
or like something about that.
Maybe it's just been in the air where everyone's realizing like
Okay.
words that gross them out.
This word grosses me out so much, and people don't say a lot. Horny. Okay, no. Okay, if you're feeling horny, you can just say sexual or something. But I actually put 2 points together. I don't know if someone said it in a YouTube video or what, but I put the points together and I was like, my whole life whenever I hear this word, it grosses. It just like it's like how it horns. And I picture horns on like I don't know. It actually like if someone says I just lose. I just like mentally I put a note in my head. That word.
You just mentally check out.
That's like my moist or whatever. That's
Just
my
horny.
dudes and dudettes.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's a good one. I feel like that. Yeah, that is a weird word.
Yeah, I don't like it. And I don't really have a reasoning, but that's why.
Yeah, I don't really have a reasoning for dudettes either. I think I just feel like dude could be. I don't know.
It reminds me very much of a teacher.
Maybe that's why.
Because when I picture this, I'm picturing me in middle school and the music teacher walking in and say, dudes and dudettes, today we're going to be practicing World Hair, the musical.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
So how do you like? Was that like trending on Twitter one day? Like, what word grosses you out? Or do you just
No, for
think
some
of
reason
that?
it just been something I had in my notes, so I was like, I should bring it up.
Oh, okay. Something
But
that I was gonna
comment
say.
below any words that just don't do it for you.
Oh yeah, like a word that just like, oh, like is like ooh.
Yeah, it's even like with me with dudettes. Like for example, if you're a listener and you always say dudettes, keep saying it. I'm just one person. Like just a word that you're okay with people saying. Like we're not talking about like offensive words, like words that are just everyday words where you're okay with people saying them, but there's always be a part of you that dies when people say it.
Oh yeah, it's like with horny. Like if someone like it just like it's not like bad to say it. It just like for me it just like I'm cutting off.
Yeah. Everyone has a different word. Let us know below.
So what I actually got in my notes was kind of in the same vein. What's one song that reminds you of New York City?
Besides,
Can you guys hear the police, by the way, or are these microphones like so good you can't? The police sirens sound different here. Like no, this one doesn't sound different. But sometimes the police here do this loud ass noise where it's like, Golly, what are you doing? They do like this. They don't turn their sirens on. They do like a whoop.
Okay, there. I do love how in New York no one uses the crosswalk signs. It's a free for all.
Even driving, when we took like taxis and Ubers, it looks like just a. I actually don't know if someone paid me if I would drive here because
that'd be terrifying.
it just looks like literally NASCAR meets Grand Theft Auto.
So you mean like a song that is it about New York, like Welcome to New York by Taylor Swift, or you mean just like a song that has the vibe?
Yeah, so obviously you could say that, but like a song that just like reminds you of New York. Like you're like, oh, like this is what New York is like. Like it doesn't even need to be about New York, but it just like the instruments or whatever reminds you of New York.
I would say like Lana Del Rey's first album, Born to Die.
That reminds you of New York?
There's like Diet Mountain Dew, baby, New York City.
Didn't she also make it in New York City?
Yeah, I think she used to live here. Like that kind of just
okay.
reminds me of New York, like you know what I mean, like all this orchestra sound and music.
Oh, like jazz and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't do jazz.
Or like Lady Gaga singing jazz. Like that's such a New York vibe.
Oh, like anything goes.
Yeah, that's
anything
New York.
goes. Yeah, it reminds me so much.
That's New York.
Frank Sinatra. But
Yeah, it's classy.
yeah, like a song that reminds me of New York too is like Donna Summer, Hot Stuff. Not lyrically, but just like how it's so groovy. Like, okay, to be honest, I've listened more to the remix with Kygo than the actual one. I have listened to the actual one, but more of the remix, and like it kind of just like reminds me of New York. I have no idea why, but it does. Yeah.
Let's try to do New York accents.
Wait, so is there actually a New York accent, or is it like a New Jersey, Boston accent?
I think it's like East Coast accent.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to New York. Is that good? I have no idea how to do it. I feel like accents are so weird. Like people who can do so many accents, I'm just so impressed.
I just know like get me a Boston cream pie.
Well, that was it.
I mean, that kind of sounds like a British accent.
Can I get a sandwich? No, that's not even it. The only one I can do is British. But like, that's like the most easy one. But like, how do people do all these accents? I honestly don't know how I feel like you have to move your mouth in a certain way.
Oh, yeah, people that are like voice actors and can do so many different voices for like cartoons and shit.
I don't know like coffee.
Oh,
I want
that's
some
one.
coffee in New York. Did they even say New York? Or I made that
No,
up.
I feel like that.
New York.
Yeah,
Can I have some
that one
coffee
does.
in New York?
Yeah,
That's what everyone sounds
excellent.
here. Like if you called on the front desk, like, welcome to. That was a flop.
What you're doing is so offensive.
Wait. It looks like I have man boobs in the camera. I promise I don't.
Oh, I promise I don't like. Okay, I'm clicking off if you have man boobs.
Okay, you guys, if anyone was thinking about clicking off, it's just the shirt.
I realized that like there's actually I feel like 60% of men's t-shirts makes you look like you have man boobs. T-shirts though, not like long sleeves or sweaters, but I just feel like you have to deal with it.
Did you know one of the biggest surgeries is guys getting rid of breast fat?
Isn't it also like an actual like issue though because like hormones or something?
Yeah, some guys just have it where like they could be like, you know what I mean? They just have a little bit of like fat or something on above their boobs and they just get sucked out.
So the big debate is tofu, soy milk. It's all made with soybeans, and I don't even know if it's like a theory or like if there's been studies on it. I'm pretty sure, and there's this thing that eating soy can make you develop man boobs. But I'm assuming there's like a technical term for man boobs. But there's been studies that I'm pretty sure there's been studies that say it can happen. But nowadays, most of the studies I think dismiss that theory and just say like, oh, it doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, I would.
But
say...
yeah, I like drink soy milk and I sometimes eat tofu. But
have you got any breast tissue?
No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah.
For some reason, I would feel like it's not true because aren't there certain countries where like they eat tofu all the time? Like,
oh yeah, it's definitely
everybody.
like an American thing.
Yeah, and like they eat it all the time, and like I'm assuming like it's not an issue with the male breast tissue, but maybe though, and they just love tofu. It just doesn't matter. I feel like it doesn't do it.
So is it like more common nowadays for people to get this man boob surgery?
Yeah, I heard it in some YouTube video.
Like it's
I remember I was
not
even
common,
listening
but...
to Zane and Heath's podcast, and they said Toddy had it done.
For real?
Is his name Toddy or Todd? Toddy. I think his social media is Toddy, so I'm thinking Toddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they said that in episodes. So I'm not like exposing anything.
Oh, okay. So okay. So,
So I guess like
wait,
he's like obviously he's muscular and everything. It's just certain guys just have it.
wait, but I have a question. Like I don't know if they said it in the podcast. Are people getting it because they they've so like you know there's like an actual you can be like diagnosed with something, I'm assuming, or they just getting it because they don't like the way it looks. Like, is it?
I honestly don't know.
Is it like for like looks or no?
I think
Probably a little bit.
I think it's for looks. Cause just like might as well. You know what I mean? If they just want to do it. Just
Okay, interesting. I know that
Yeah,
now.
something new to learn. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
I also want to just bring up how how everyone always says follow your intuition. I just feel like you can't really do that because, for example, people always say just like follow your heart and stuff, and your intuition's always right and your gut's right.
Listen to your heart.
But think about every time you ever get on an airplane. I always think it's gonna be the worst thing ever. I always think this is gonna be the one that's gonna crash, and I always have a bad vibe. But if I followed that every time, I would just live in fear and never fly anywhere.
I guess the solution is trying to separate your anxiety from your intuition, if there's a way to do that.
Because otherwise, like if you have a bad vibe about something, you could just trick yourself into thinking you have a bad vibe about everything.
Yeah, I feel like
Sometimes you have to feel the bad vibes and do it anyway.
Yeah, because when I think of my intuition, I feel like I would associate my intuition with more of things I'm passionate about. Like, okay, so if I'm driving, and I just randomly thought, okay, like I'm going to Whole Foods, like what if I got in a car wreck? And then I just went to like, oh, it might happen. I feel like that's just more like, but so what I'm trying to say is that I feel like that just be like an anxious thought, obviously. But then what I associate my intuition with is like, oh, like with my YouTube video, I just like have a good feeling about it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then I could also have negative intuition, like if I just got done doing something like helping a family member or something, and I felt like I was mean or something, like, oh, not that's not intuition, but like I felt like negative. That could also be like intuition. But
If
yeah,
you were done helping someone, what'd you say?
Oh, I'm trying to say like intuition. Even though I just said positive things, you can obviously do negative, like predict, like fail negative things.
For sure.
Yeah, but That'd be so hard to separate.
Yeah.
Anxious thoughts from intuition.
Oh, because I wrote that down because I remember we were on the plane and you said we aren't supposed to be on this plane.
I was kind of joking though, to be honest.
I know, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the camera's about to turn off.
I feel like I don't. With planes, I'm not like those for sure people that are like so scared of planes. But I'm probably like a 2 on this Richter scale of planes. Of how scared you are.
Oh yeah, you kind of just have to,
I think
give it
the
up.
thing that annoys me most about planes, and I know this sounds so impatient, but like just being on a plane for like a few hours is just like, okay.
Oh yeah, just being stuck on it.
Yeah, it's kind of just like,
Oh, just like, get me off.
Because when you're in like a vehicle, you can like, okay, stop at a gas station and get out. But on a plane, like, you're just out in there.
No way out.
Yeah.
Literally.
No way
Unless
out.
you jump out. But
They better make the windows so hard to break. They do for sure, because like air pressure and shit.
Didn't something happen? Like someone's head got sucked out.
I remember you telling me that.
That is scary.
But I feel like that's like a 1 in a million chance.
It's common. But I also Googled New York City urban legends.
Oh, this sounds fun.
So this is from the New York Post, New York. Basically the first one is, it's an urban legend. No one knows if it's true. There's a buried pirate treasure on Liberty Island, which is where the Statue of Liberty is.
So there'd be like a bunch of treasure on there.
I guess Captain William Kidd. I don't know. I guess he's just a captain man from.
But he's a kid.
He, I guess, was hanged for being a pirate in 1701. So like he was kind of, is being a pirate just doing sketchy stuff on the water?
Should I actually Google it? Because when I think of a pirate, I'm pretty sure a pirate's someone that just does crime in the water.
Yeah, because think about like pirating a movie. It means like you're selling the movie secondhand. So it's sort of just like scamming people, making money.
A pirate, a person who attacks and robs ships at sea. So yeah, just a crime.
So he literally died because he was a pirate in 1701. But it's an urban legend that in Liberty Island, he hid his treasures.
So has anyone tried finding it, or did this article say?
It says Greg Young said it's absolutely possible that the treasure is there, but people have been searching for 3 centuries. So they're kind of saying like maybe he was the best pirate ever, where it's just hidden so intricately, but the island isn't that big, and like people have been searching for 300 years, so they're assuming it's not there. But wait, feeling that they're saying he lived in New York for 4 years, but the thing is, people say the treasure is probably protected by ghosts. Because they say some soldiers tried to find it and... Wait, what? Oh, they said they like saw like a ghost and stuff when they were trying to find it. Because they realized... And then people are just like, yeah, if you try to find the treasure, you get haunted by ghosts.
Let's get into Warby Parker. Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and a lofty goal to create boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point, offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in store.
Don't let your FSA or HSA dollars go to waste. Put them to good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program, where you order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. It ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label.
If you prefer shopping in stores, Warby Parker also has retail locations throughout the U.S. Find your nearest store at warbyparker.com/LucasJacob. Also with Warby Parker, blue light filtering lenses are now available. They filter more blue light than their standard polycarbonate or high index lenses. These are the glasses that I have, and they work great.
You can try those 5 pair of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/LucasJacob. And Jacob and I have done the at-home try-on kit, and it's awesome. It's just cool how you can actually, in person, try on multiple pairs of glasses and pick which one fits your vibe. These right here are the Harris sunglasses. I ended up actually getting sunglasses. Yes, they also have sunglasses. They're very chic, cool, and when I wear them, I feel like the best version of myself. Thanks to Warby Parker.
With my at-home try-on haul, I got the Butler eyeglasses, and I absolutely love them. And then I also got the Baco eyeglasses, and I wear them all the time because they are prescription eyeglasses.
Thank you so much, Warby Parker. And again, go to warbyparker.com/LucasJacob to check them out. The glasses are chic, cool, and fun.
Stuff like that's so interesting. Isn't there like other theories with like kings and shit where like apparently they have hidden money in the ground somewhere and people have been searching?
Oh yeah,
like,
isn't there like there's a whole show like Treasure Hunters?
Yeah, and like people say there's treasure in this area that was hidden years ago, but
oh yeah, I think people actually find it sometimes.
They do?
I actually don't know, but I'm just thinking like that show Treasure Hunters, like I'm assuming they sometimes find stuff, right?
Yeah. Something that I thought was interesting is we were in downtown New York, I think. Yeah, I think it was. And there's like a cemetery in New York, but it looked fake. Like it looked like a cemetery from like a cartoon. But I'm pretty sure we just came to the conclusion that I have no idea if this is true, but I just came to the conclusion that it was an old cemetery and they just decided to preserve that land.
Oh yeah, because some of them are even like falling over the gravestones.
Yeah, and it literally looked like gravestones from like old ass times.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely probably like 1700 something. Okay, also in the New York Post article, I found out we are currently in the Bermuda Triangle of New York.
Wait. Oh, okay. I was actually Googling stuff about New York and I found this, but what is it exactly again?
So, I guess Midtown, which is literally where we are, is apparently the Bermuda Triangle of New York.
So why?
Around 2008, drivers started complaining that within a 5-block radius of the Empire State Building, their cars would inexplicably die and refuse to start again. Their cars would just shut off from being in this radius.
And the Empire State Buildings is... Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5.
So we aren't really in the 5 block. We might be. We're like on the very cusp of the 5 block
radius.
radius.
Yeah, we're in it.
They said, I guess according to people who it happened to, said it would happen every single day. They said we used to pick up cars, take them a few blocks away from the Empire State Building, and they would start again. But like in the 5-block radius of the Empire State Building, they just wouldn't start.
This is it still happening or was it just for that year?
Well, they said they thought it was because like radio signals. I guess on the Empire State Building, there's so many radio signals going off or something, just going through the air. But the creepy thing is they said, like, once it started becoming an issue, it just mysteriously stopped happening again.
Oh, because
no one knows why.
Because the ghost that was doing it was like, okay, I'll stop.
Oh, yeah, no one knows why.
So, with this Bermuda Triangle thing, the reason why it doesn't, like, spook me that much is because it's so populated over here. So, like, when I picture the actual Bermuda Triangle isn't in the middle of the ocean, like, no one's there, and, like, if you disappear, like, you're disappear.
Plus, nobody disappeared in this. Just their car shut down, so it's not, like, as deadly, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever experienced a Bermuda Triangle? Like just some shitty one? I'm trying to think if I have. Just some, like, shitty Bermuda Triangle. Oh, I actually have.
What?
There was this one restaurant where whenever we drove to it, we got stuck.
Oh, there actually was a restaurant where...
that was our Bermuda Triangle.
There's something bad would happen on the way.
Yeah.
Literally, one time, the back windshield of a car we were in shattered. The other time, a tire popped. That just restaurant. I still have like a superstition about it. I'm like, you guys, sometimes people suggest going and I will not go.
Yeah, I'm not a superstitious person, but with that experience, I am.
Yeah, for some reason, other people go to that restaurant every day and they're fine. But with us, for some reason, we're not allowed to go.
Yeah, the spirits or whatever don't want us to. But I haven't really. So with the Bermuda Triangle thing, it was our vehicles, it wasn't people. But I haven't experienced any like bad vibes from the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, so far it's doing good.
Yeah.
Another urban legend of New York City is the sewer alligators. I guess in 1935, the New York Times reported an alligator was found in an uptown sewer. And I guess several people caught and eventually killed an 8-foot alligator found in New York City. And, yeah, I guess the reason why, is because tons of rich people in New York were buying exotic pets and animals between, like, the 1920s and 1940s. So they think the legend is somebody flushed a baby alligator down the toilet because they were like, we don't want this anymore. And then it ended up growing to 8 feet long in the sewers of New York City.
So if this is true, which like I feel like it's not too far-fetched. So if this is true, would it be a thing where there could still be alligators down there, even though the water's so dirty, but maybe they somehow found out how to live?
I guess there's been dozens of sightings of alligators since. And some people think there's like actually a whole thriving colony of them in the sewers, and like they mostly just stick down there, but they're rarely seen.
This added to my thing. Well, when we've been walking on New York, I have walked on them, but walking on I don't know what you call them, but the crates. So when you're walking in the street, you know how there's randomly like a crate to like cover the sewer?
Yeah.
Walking in those just makes me tickle in the worst way. So I just like, if you had landed on an alligator, this makes me think like, I've thought this before, and I feel like we've talked about it on the podcast. I just feel like there's so like people have these exotic animals and stuff like it's surprising that like people haven't said like in this lake or river there's like sharks because someone like threw a shark in there.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like scary movie type shit, but
I guess even 4 years ago somebody found an alligator in Queens.
In the sewer? Are you saying?
No, it was just, I guess it was it was on the asphalt, and Yeah, they were just so scared.
Wait, is there a photo of it?
No, but like they said.
Wait, so it was just walking on the
Wait,
streets.
what if this ties into reptilian people?
Oh, because like those they aren't the fully evolved reptilian people.
Yeah, so it's like Selena Gomez, like she visits New York and like she's a reptile.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the famous people are reptiles, and like she turns into a reptile in New York City sometimes.
I mean, there's no photos of her in New York, so that makes sense.
Okay, just saying.
I thinking about seeing an alligator. They just look so gross, and I feel like they'd eat you in like a pinch.
There's a lot of urban legends about the undercarriages of New York City.
What's
Next up
this?
is mole people. And yeah, I guess people just think underneath New York there's mole people.
So is that like people like me because I have like a mole on my back?
Yeah, basically people.
But what is a mole person?
I think it's just like people who like live in caves and stuff.
Okay, caves are creepy. I've heard like so many scary things about like caves around the world, like where, like people just live in them.
People just think they live in the creepy caves under New York. And people in, I guess, diners in the West Village, like multiple diners were like, what is that? And they like looked underneath one of those crate things and there was like a shadowy figure and they're roaming around.
But couldn't it just be a normal person walking around the sewers?
But they're like mole community.
Oh, so it would be normal people that live in the sewers.
Yeah.
But they call them mole people. I didn't know they thought it was like a subcategory of like another.
I don't think
human
at
race
least,
or
but
whatever.
there's a whole book about it called The Mole People, Lives in the Tunnels Beneath New York City. And I guess the rumors are people living underground. People have been living underground from New York since the 1800s. And
I mean,
that's when the city first started building the subway. So then these people, as the city was building the subway, they started being like, I'll just live down here and start a community. And it's still going on today.
But they couldn't live in the subway things because they die. So they live in the sewers.
Oh, they still do. They live like in the subway tunnels and stuff.
But wouldn't they die when the subway comes?
There's like no one like this. They know like the whole schedule, so they move out of the way.
That's interesting. I mean, do you like what do you feel about this so far?
I guess there's even been funding. Well, I'll tell you my opinion once we're done.
Okay.
Funding has been increased to close off abandoned tunnels because I guess it actually is a problem when people make the tunnels their homes. But there's literally 700 miles of subway tracks, so there's no way to get everyone out of there. And wait, what? Oh, I guess, but then somebody, as I'm reading more, I'm just like confused because I'm reading it for the first time. So I guess the thing is, someone who actually investigated it claims they're not mole people, they're just actual people.
Oh yeah, so it's what I was saying. Like it's not a subcategory.
Yeah, I guess there's been an urban legend like mole people community, but they're like, oh, it's actually like just a sad thing because it's homeless people trying to make a home down there.
Oh yeah.
So that's what they're saying.
Wait, so where these mole people live? Is it subway trains that are abandoned? Subway ones that are abandoned?
I guess it's just all subway tunnels.
Oh,
Because this is the last article. They said it gets weirder. I guess a common reason for delays during subway construction, like they're building new subways, is a common delay for that is because the workers come across a colony of people and they refuse to move.
Oh, so this isn't at this point. Let's just say it's not a ferry. Even
Yeah, because I guess they're literally like, we aren't going to move. Like there's a whole colony of them, so like, please just move. But,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
But I guess it isn't. Either could be I guess it's sort of confirmed that there are homeless people living in the subway tunnels, but that's true. But the urban legend is there might be like a whole mole colony.
I kind of just am going towards just homeless people, which
I think it's has to do also with our episode last week, the Hollow Earth theory. Maybe it's those people.
Okay, people live in the subway trains, but I just want to know, how do they get food then?
There's like, I don't know.
I'm so curious.
Maybe eat rats?
Because this is like real.
Oh, you mean the actual people, not the urban legend?
Oh no, like I mean, like, okay, there's more people down there, and like, yes, they could. No, okay, I'm just saying more people, but let's just say it's homeless people.
Yeah.
So they just be eating like rats and stuff.
I honestly don't know.
So that's what is so cool about New York. So I haven't used the subway, but like it's cool how if you live here, you can just subway everywhere. Whereas like, it feels like a cities like LA, and like I don't really know that much about public transportation actually, but like I feel like they don't have like a good public transportation system like subways.
Oh, like LA, you mean?
Yeah, it seems like they're like everywhere. So I feel like
Oh, yeah, I know LA is building it though.
that'd be nice.
So since they're currently building the subway in LA, maybe some people will just like some people, there'll be a mole people too.
Maybe it won't work in LA though because it'll be too warm, too sweaty.
Oh, that's
Well, I guess,
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the urban legends I got for you guys.
Yeah, I am. It's actually really interesting about what could happen in New York.
I mean, it is the biggest city in America.
The alligator one just irks me because thinking about an alligator, where it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, that's gross.
I think the big problem is, please don't get exotic animals. Just please.
Oh yeah, unless you're like even if you are trained, I mean, that's not even a thing. Who needs an alligator in their apartment?
Because chances are,
anywhere.
if you're buying an alligator, I feel like you're just like rich and you're not even gonna be home because you're gonna be walking.
Yeah.
So like it's just gonna be in this little cage.
Don't do it. I know somebody listening is thinking about buying an alligator.
I know there's someone that's gonna buy one.
Can I actually do a pee break?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do one too.
It's never too early to start gift shopping for the holidays, especially because today you can save big on a gift they'll use every day. Raycon wireless earbuds. We both have a pair of Raycons. I love them. I love how they come in fun colors. They're Bluetooth wireless, so you don't have to worry about a string, so that's always fun. The quality of the sound on the Raycons is so good, and I always wear my Raycons when I go on runs. With seamless Bluetooth pairing and a comfortable noise isolating fit, you can start listening right away and keep listening for hours. Like I said, the audio quality is amazing, comparable to what you get from other premium brands, except Raycon starts at half the price. The new everyday earbuds come with 3 new sound profiles to make sure everything you're listening to sounds its best with just the right amount of bass. There's pure mode, which is like for podcast listening, maybe some blues. Balanced mode, which is for like rock and heavy metal. And they even have bass mode, which is for hip hop, EDM, etc.
Raycons offers 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. Wow, that's a long battery life. There's also a built-in mic, and you can take calls on your earbuds at the press of a button. So this holiday season, get them something they can use for calls or music, for work or play, or at home or on the go. If you have someone that you love dearly, get them a pair. Or pick up a pair for yourself. You're gonna use them all the time. Every day, to be exact.
Go to buyraycon.com/LucasJacob today to unlock exclusive deals up to 20% off your Raycon order. But hurry, because this offer is available for a limited time only, and you don't want to miss it. That's buyraycon.com/LucasJacob to unlock 20% off your Raycons. buyraycon.com/LucasJacob. Okie dokie.
We are back. I got water so I can piss more.
The piss boys.
No, I never drink as much water when I'm like traveling, you know? Because I feel like I drink so much water. I try to.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Well, not so much water, but have you ever drink so much water where like, this is so dumb, don't do this, but sometimes I'm just like drinking water because it just is like I'm just like doing something and I'm drinking water, but then I end up drinking too much water.
That hasn't happened to me. You told me about this.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I mean, I try to not make it happen because that's just probably so bad.
Did you say you feel like you're like drowning? What's it again?
No, not drowning. Sometimes I just feel lightheaded and I know it's because of the water.
That's never happened to me.
So like, it would be like, okay, so I woke up, and I ate oatmeal. And then I ended up drinking, I think my like water bottle that I didn't bring on this is like 21 fluid ounces. If I drink like 3 of those pre-lunch, like I feel like I would get lightheaded.
Oh, yeah.
Just because it's like too much water for me. Which like, you don't even need that. I'm assuming you don't need that much water, so why was I even doing that?
Oh, yeah, I'm part of the community that doesn't drink water anymore.
Oh, yeah, it's for sure. Like, I'm not, like I for sure think it's like, I for sure think internet trends are dumb. Like, water is good, but obviously, but like the internet trend of saying water does everything. It cures the depression. It cures the acne. Like stuff like that, I'm just not down for anymore.
Also, just from my experience, water has never cleared my skin.
Now, even though I just said it was dumb, I am done with the trends of it. But the thing about it is that I feel like if I do drink more water, my skin is more clear.
That doesn't happen to me.
Because
I used to actually have badass acne on my chin, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just drink water every day. And I started drinking all this water because I actually never drink water before that. But it didn't do anything.
And it is funny when you start drinking water because it's like, because I used to always drink Powerade. It's like, oh wait, water exists.
But the reason I actually still drink water, obviously, but I just this dermatologist I follow on YouTube, Dr. Dre, she just said like, oh yeah, of course you should drink. Obviously you need water, but she said like, I'm not gonna be so obsessive about it because like there's water in our food. I drink coffee. So like, it's all about being hydrated. Like you don't need to have like, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. There's water in so many things, and all these plant-based milks. There's like mostly water.
But also I watched a wife swap for one of my videos, and there was this raw family. They literally eat raw meat and stuff, which like that's just gross. You know what I mean?
Might know. Do they live in Iowa?
Yeah, you watched this?
And they ate butter.
Yeah, they put butter on their teeth.
Yeah, I watched it on TV because it was on one Sunday afternoon.
But yeah, that's the one, and one of her claims was, one of the wife's claims was you don't need to drink water, so it actually dehydrates you.
Oh.
So all you need to do is drink fat. They drink like milk fat.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean is like, I am not a doctor, but.
I mean, they also ate raw chicken breast.
It's true, though. But what? Okay, because you can eat like raw beef, right? But it needs to be like good grade.
I know, because after I watched the wife swap thing, I was like, because the whole time during the wife swap thing, I was like, this is so gross. And like, ew, because like thinking of something eating raw chicken breast just grosses me out so much.
Oh, yeah,
but
so
I actually Googled it because I was like, oh, what are the benefits? And people said like whatever articles I read, they said like it's not worth it because bacteria, contaminants. But the family, they also were like, we're not scared of bacteria. They're like, it's not that big of a deal. But one of the benefits is it could help with digestion.
Oh, eating raw chicken? Why would it? Did you say why?
I don't know. I think maybe just less processed. I don't know. But
okay.
Isn't that funny? Because like as of now, I'm like, ew, chicken breast raw. That's so gross. I'm sure most listeners are. But isn't it funny thinking 50 years from now, like we're all eating raw chicken breast?
Oh yeah, because when you think about it, the first time I looked at sushi, I was like, "There's raw tuna in that," but I just like think it's good now.
Oh yeah, but who knows? Maybe it'll be a thing where it's the new thing.
So let's say this stem cell chicken takes off. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. People are trying to make like stem cell chicken. I think it's like it's like already a thing, but it's not like wholesale, whatever you call it, retail. But what if like they somehow took the salmonella out of it, so people just were eating? It looks like raw chicken because it is, but people just were eating raw chicken.
Like they make it so there's no contaminants ever.
Well, they just make it so like you could never get salmonella from chicken, or any
Maybe
other like illness that chicken could give you raw.
Have you ever seen that meme of someone being like, "I made medium rare chicken tenders for dinner," and I think like it became a meme because I don't think they were actually serious. And they showed the chicken tenders and they're all raw in the middle. Like, maybe that'll be a thing where, like, people be eating that type of stuff.
Those are so gross. Like, I've seen memes like that, too. It might have been the same one, but people show, like, raw chicken and...
Oh, yeah.
Just... Oh, no. Yeah. But, I found this... It was this Wikipedia page. I wanted to know other nicknames for New York. Because, you know, people call it the Big Apple.
Oh, yeah.
New York City, to be exact. Not, like, New York
NYC.
State. Yeah. So, the Big Apple, the capital of the world.
Oh, we're living in the best thing in the world.
The city of dreams, which to me you could say that about like so many places.
I feel like it is. People always do say like, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure. The city is so nice they named it twice.
Oh,
because I don't like get it.
Because like NYC and Manhattan.
No, I think on New York City and the Big Apple.
Okay.
I don't know. Wait, why is it called the Big Apple? The Big Apple is a nickname for New York City. It was first popularized in the 1920s by a sports writer due to a promotional campaign by the New York tourist authorities. Okay.
Is there apples here?
I don't.
Is there apples? Are there apples?
Should I go to the Wikipedia page to find out why?
Or we could just leave it a mystery.
Yeah, let's leave it a mystery. The city that never sleeps.
Oh, yes.
Empire City. The 5 boroughs.
I do have some beef to pick with the city that never sleeps. Because I don't know if it's because of COVID. Last night, after we saw Waitress, the Broadway show, we're like, let's go out to dinner. It's about 10 o'clock. It's New York City. Everywhere will be open. 10 o'clock is when New Yorkers eat dinner.
Yeah.
Everywhere was closed.
That's the thing is that I wanted to experience going to dinner at 10 o'clock because probably have never done that.
Yeah, I think honestly, there were some places but they're very rare. It was midweek, and because of COVID, I feel like a lot of stuff if something used to be open 24 hours, it's not really anymore. Because you know what I mean.
Less locals, everything.
Yeah.
We did. Now wait, is this my first time seeing this? I think for me it is. We saw a guy pissing on the sidewalk.
That was cool.
So
right in front of us.
Yeah, so we just were
Dick out.
Well, we're staying out, and did you see his dick?
I saw a schlong.
You did?
Yeah, 'cause he was pissing.
So
and I followed the piss up and coming out of a dick.
Yeah, so I was looking and I was like, okay, he's pissing. So then I immediately thought oh, he must be on some drugs or something. But then we were walking to this restaurant
where we were gonna eat.
Okay, obviously if you're on drugs, you can go to a restaurant. But then he went into the restaurant and it was just okay. Now this is why I'm saying it's weird is that he was pissing. Why didn't he's in the restaurant? Why didn't you piss in the restaurant?
Yeah, that was surprising.
I'm so
when he walked into the restaurant and just sat down and ate, I was like, oh, that wasn't what I was expecting. But so my theory was because he also had a cigarette.
Yeah, I just want to know why he was pissing on the sidewalk. I'm curious.
My theory is this was 10:30. He's probably drunk at this bar. Just really going all out at this bar.
Yeah.
Drunk. And he was like, let me go outside and have a cigarette. He had the cigarette, also had to pee, and was like, I'm going to pee out here. Who gives a shit? That's what I think. I think if he wasn't a smoker, he probably would have peed in the bathroom,
I could totally see that.
But he was like, whatever. But I give him a pass.
It's kind of ballsy because, so it isn't a main street, it's a side street, I guess, but, still, he went in, a big part of New York.
It wasn't even let me go to the alley, and he was like, I'm going to pee on the middle of the sidewalk, like a lit sidewalk.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I didn't care.
Yeah, I was just like, go
I
off,
just assumed there's a bunch of piss on these streets, right?
Go off, sis. We also walked past Sonia Morgan's townhouse because we went to the upper. If you watch New York Housewives, Sonia Morgan, she had her townhome for sale, and we were walking on the Upper East Side, and we were like, wait, are we by it? And then we saw we were right by it. We were I don't know if we actually saw her townhouse, but we were in the area.
Oh yeah, the
Upper East Side.
Upper East Side, right?
Yeah,
that's what I like the fancy condos
Gossip Girl.
because there was doormans at most of the doors and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we got a slice of pizza too.
Oh, that was also very cool. The New York vibe. Getting a slice of pizza at the pizza shop,
And we went to a bodega.
And at the pizza shop, it was so funny because this guy asked, do you have any mozzarella powder? At least I think that's what he asked. But at first we all thought he asked, do you have any Molly powder? And we were like, oh my God, people are asking us for drugs. This is so New York.
Didn't someone ask us for drugs earlier this week?
Oh, so many people have offered us weed. Weed just came to New York City kind of recently, I think. And it's a weed town. There's Weed World.
I know
food
a couple
trucks
months
everywhere.
ago got legalized.
Yeah,
there's this Weed World truck. And you can buy it's just funny because it's everywhere. We're in the main part of New York, but it's everywhere here.
I was just surprised because LA marijuana is illegal, and I never have seen a edible truck. It was just so funny, all these edible trucks.
But you did say maybe that's on Hollywood Boulevard.
That's true, yeah.
Because that's the tourist part.
But it is weird because weed's legal here, but then there's people trying to sell you it on Times Square, kind of in a sketchy way. They're trying to make it on the down low.
Oh yeah, there's just guys saying oh yeah, do you want any weed? But it seems it's not.
Why wouldn't you just go to a dispensary?
Yeah, because I feel it's not. It wouldn't be.
It'd be even with alcohol. I'm not gonna buy Coors Light from a guy on Times Square because I'm but I'm just gonna go to the Walgreens. I'm not gonna trust whatever you have going on. Same with weed. It's I want to get it from MedMen. I'm not gonna just get it from your pocket.
I mean, I wouldn't want to, but I'd trust Weed World the van.
Oh yeah, that one has
Just
to be legit, right?
Yeah, it's okay, they have a van, but just
Also,
a
it's a
random
whole-
guy, I'm not gonna trust.
The Weed World vans are a whole franchise. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
You have a video idea for your channel? We try
Weed
everything
World?
at Weed World.
I'm not 21. Isn't 21 the age?
Oh.
I mean, I would, but I'm pretty sure YouTube
Sorry,
kind of
my
cares.
throat. Do you guys ever have the urge to do that? It feels,
How do you do that?
I'm not kidding. It feels so good. I don't do it that often, but every now and then you need to clear your throat, and it feels so good to go.
I actually don't think I ever do that. You look like Wendy Williams' face when you do that. How she acts like she's eating.
I just know some of the listeners were severely grossed out by that and irked by that noise, and I apologize.
Thank you. I also was gonna Google questions people have for New York because we can answer them since we're New Yorkers.
I've been here about 48 hours. We probably know everything.
Yeah, but I actually couldn't really find anything. Let me see. 22 things people from New York always get asked. Let's see and see if we've asked them.
Oh yeah.
This is on onlyinyourstate.com. Okay. Why do you guys always talk about your love for Wedgmans? I mean, it's such a good grocery store.
Oh yeah, I love Wedgmans. That's one thing. Is that actually the grocery store? Because I'm not kidding. I was actually wondering that. Where the hell are the grocery stores?
Well, I feel like this would be more like Depot somewhere.
Yeah, but where do people get groceries here? Do you have to go to a bodega? A bodega, by the way, is like a corner shop.
Whole Foods. There's one right over here.
But like, there has to be like another grocery store, right? Whole Foods is so overpriced. Or is that New York?
I mean, there's for sure some other grocery store, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like, where's like their Ralph's or whatever, or their Vaughn's?
Because the Whole Foods wasn't like a small like gas station. It was like huge.
Oh,
it had, like
yeah.
everything. Let's see if there's any other questions that we can answer for anyone that wants to know about New York.
New York.
Do you hate dealing with tourists? I mean, they do walk really slow.
Oh, that's the thing with the tourists here. Like, I was annoyed by them.
So you really don't call them buffalo wings?
Nope. We do not. What do they call them? What do they call them?
That's right. Created out of Western New York, we simply call this delectable treat wings.
They don't do that, do they?
So they just don't call them buffalo wings, they just call them wings? Is that what they're saying?
Oh, okay. Cute.
Okay.
I'm hungry. cannot
Have
wait
you
to
seen
eat.
Niagara Falls? No, I actually haven't. Yeah, okay, that's good enough for the questions. Now to emails. Let's see.
Oh, yes,
what
we have some really good emails.
Here, you can. I'll give you my computer. I'm on the emails right now.
Is there a certain one you wanted to read?
Do one of the styled ones.
Let's
My
see.
keyboard is disgusting. If you look at it from a side view, this boy needs to clean his shit up.
It kind of is a vibe, though. Rustic.
So fucking gross.
So this is titled Gym Trainer Drama. Hi. I listen to your guys' podcast. I'm 24. I have some tea going on. So I want to get fit for Hot Girl Summer 2022. Okay, starting early. Okay. I want to get snatched, as the tweens say. So I hired a trainer. Okay, rich. Problem is, my trainer is my age, hot, tall, and has a personality. Help. It's hard for me to find people likable, so I don't want to get a new trainer. Also, I think he might like me too. I don't know. At the same time, I am paying him for his services, so I guess he can't be mean to me, lol. But like, he's been really flirty. He keeps asking me, do I make you nervous? As he stares into my eyes and laughs at my jokes, texts me after hours at night, asking me if I've had a nice day. And he also said he wants to teach me how to skateboard, which is definitely not in the personal training package. This is a one-on-one session in a private room, so it's getting intense and hot. Help.
No, the funniest thing was, do I make you nervous?
I know.
So, I mean, immediately, like, there's something happening because he wants to hang out with you outside of work.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's offering to skateboard, but then again, you have to go back to, you are paying him, so what if he just is saying this?
But
Okay,
I guess
this
this is my thing. If I was like working for someone, why would you just to be not like? If I'm trying to be nice to them, I'd say, "Oh, you look good," but then go into the moment of being like, "Oh, I'll teach you this." Like, I feel like that's like at a certain point, like, oh, like
Yeah.
that's like an extra level if you really are just trying
Also,
to be
texting
nice.
you and asking you if you're okay, like, that does go past it. So I guess just see, like, next time he offers, like, if you actually are attracted to him and stuff, next time he asks you, says, like, oh, I should teach you how to skateboard, or says something about something not with training, take him up on it and be like, let's do it. And then you can actually see, like, okay, is it actually be a relationship? Did I fall in love with my trainer and we're going to get married?
Yeah,
You might find out.
and now if you get married, you never have to pay for a trainer.
Oh yeah. Also, if it ends up, oh yeah, just be free. But also, even if you guys aren't into each other and you don't end up dating, that probably is good to have a hot trainer because it'll just motivate you to work harder. Say for example, like you have a trainer who you aren't trying to impress, you aren't going to do the push-ups 20 reps when they tell you to, you know? But if you're so attracted to your trainer, you'll feel like you need to do all the squats and everything because you want to impress them.
That's a
Like,
good idea.
I'm so good at exercising, guys.
So when you find your trainer, first of all, they need they need to be attractive to you, but then also force yourself to be like, I'm in love with them. So then whenever you do something, you have like the best form for your squats.
Oh, yeah.
So then first of all, you don't get injured, and then you have like way better results. But then you also
You
do,
use
like,
it as
hours
motivation.
out. Yeah, it's motivation.
I'm gonna break it down. Let me be a motivation. Do it to me.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, good luck with the trainer. Keep us updated. Let us know if magic happens. Next up, high school cheerleading drama. So, I'm a cheerleader at my high school. And to be honest, the cheer squad is not a popular thing at my school. It's actually the opposite of what you see in the movies. But I actually really like cheerleading, and I did it with a few of my friends during football season. The thing is, now it's basketball season. None of my friends are doing it. And let me just tell you, the roster is kind of crusty. I'm not really friends with anyone in the squad, and I don't want to be associated with these people. I know I probably sound like a bitch, but being with those people in the squad is social suicide. I'm trying to figure out if I should be on the squad because I like it, and I actually like cheerleading, or I should quit because I don't want to be associated with the people on it. Oh my God, so trying to figure out, is your passion worth being associated with the crusty cheerleading squad?
The thing about it is that we, like, especially in, like, high school, you're just, like, trying to fit in. So we can't really hate, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
I mean, at the same time, I feel like maybe you're exaggerating it. Maybe it is a thing where if you're on the squad with these people who are, you're saying are social, they're like they're on the lower bottom of the social ladder or whatever, I don't think people would judge you, would they?
Well, okay, and I know it sounds like corny, but I think you should take the high road and, like, do what you actually like instead of trying to impress these people that you won't even know in 4 years.
Yeah, I know so what, you didn't say how, you're 16? You didn't say how old you are. But after high school, when you're 40 years old, are you going to care about being popular? Or are you going to care about doing your passion cheerleading?
I know, and making memories doing cheerleading.
Yeah.
I for sure think that you should stay on the cheerleading
Yeah, stay on the squad. And who knows, these quote-unquote crusty people might be your new friend group. Maybe you've been crusty all along.
The thing about it is that everyone could agree that I'm crusty, but it just takes one person to not think I'm crusty, and then I'm not crusty to that one person, so I'm not crusty.
Yeah, plus, like,
or if you just view yourself as not crusty, that
Krusty's
you're not crusty.
in.
I think Krusty's cool.
Yeah, so
Krusty.
if you actually enjoy cheerleading, of course do it. You know what I mean? F the social thing. Literally after high school, nobody cares. And the people who do care just are living in the past, you know? So do what you want. Good luck.
Keep chilling.
Yeah, don't put down the pom-poms just yet.
This sounds like something out of a high school movie.
I know.
It really does.
But that is funny because it was a thing in my high school where, like, obviously cheerleaders it was like, oh, cool, cheerleading, but, like, it wasn't like the movies, you know, where they say, like, the football boys and the cheerleaders rule the school. Like, that just isn't how it is.
There was, at my cheerleading, I think there was some, like, popular kids.
Oh, really? They ruled the school? Like stuff to do in the lockers?
No, that never happened, but... but they took my lunch money and stuff. I think no one has lunch money anymore because it's all online.
Oh, that's the thing. Like, the lunch money thing is... Tell us, did you actually pay every single day? Because my mom would give a check to the school. And I think everyone else, no one paid every day. You'd give a check, a lump sum, and slowly eat away at the funds.
When I was in 4th grade, one of my biggest dreams was, like, going to a school that had, like, a Subway and McDonald's. Because that's the thing.
I was so jealous of those big public schools that had, like, fast food at the place.
Yeah, it's only at those big... I mean, I went to a big public school for high school.
That wasn't there?
Well, no. I think the pizza they sold was, like, Pizza Hut or something, but... I don't know. What I was pitching was like a hotel lobby that had, like, McDonald's.
I know, food court.
There's for sure schools that have that, but it's probably not common.
That'd be so cool, like, having a Taco Bell quesadilla every day for lunch.
Yeah.
I actually loved our school's lunch, though. You actually didn't go to the high school I went to, but the food was damn good.
Wasn't it the same as the elementary school?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Like pepperoni dipsticks?
Oh, yeah, those are classic.
That's a classic. Okay, I'm gonna hang out with Big Sean now, so I have to go.
We have to get back to our city life. We're city girls. Talk to you later.
Bye.